Has Andoni Iraolaa already started reshaping Liverpool behind the scenes? A £104 million superstar has reportedly agreed to join the Reds. An offer has been made for a highly rated centre-back, and Liverpool could beat Manchester United to a huge £80 million signing. Meanwhile, Cesc Fabregas wants one Liverpool player, and reports suggest the next Cristiano Ronaldo could be heading to Anfield. Stay with us until the end for all the latest Liverpool transfer twists and major updates. Andoni Iraola's first Liverpool demand says everything about his mentality. Most managers dream of long contracts, bigger guarantees, and maximum protection. So why has Liverpool's next head coach asked for the exact opposite? Well, this unusual demand could reveal more about Andoni Iraolaa than any tactical system ever could. The backstory. Ever since Liverpool made the shock decision to part ways with Arne Slot, attention has quickly turned towards Andoni Iraolaa, and it's easy to understand why. The Spaniard has transformed Bournemouth over the last 3 seasons. He took them from a mid-table side into genuine European qualification contenders, eventually guiding the Cherries to a club record 6th-place finish and a Europa League spot. Liverpool's hierarchy clearly saw something special. His aggressive pressing style, front-foot football, and ability to improve players made him the standout candidate. Add in his existing relationship with sporting director Richard Hughes from their time together at Bournemouth, and the pieces started falling into place very quickly. The conflict drama. But here's where the story takes an unexpected twist. During negotiations, Iraolaa reportedly made a request that most managers wouldn't even consider. Rather than pushing for a long-term contract packed with security, the 43-year-old asked Liverpool for just a 2-year deal. Now think about that for a second. This is arguably one of the biggest jobs in world football. Most coaches would want maximum protection in case things go wrong. Instead, Iraolaa wanted less security. Liverpool accepted the request, but it raises an interesting question. Is this supreme confidence, or is it a manager deliberately keeping his options open? The numbers certainly suggest Iraolaa has earned the right to be confident. Across 114 Premier League matches with Bournemouth, he recorded 41 wins, 48 draws, and 35 defeats, while consistently improving the club's league position. Reports suggest a verbal agreement is already in place between Liverpool and Iraolaa, with assistants Tommy Elphick and Sean Cooper expected to join him at Anfield. Fitness coach Pablo de la Torre and analyst Tom Webber could also be part of the package. And perhaps most importantly, this short contract approach isn't new. Iraolaa followed the same philosophy at AEK Larnaca, Mirandés, Rayo Vallecano and Bournemouth. In fact, he explained last year that he believes managers should earn the right every season rather than relying on lengthy contracts for protection. The honest take. Personally, I think Liverpool fans should find this incredibly refreshing. Modern football is full of managers demanding massive contracts and huge compensation packages. Iraolaa's approach feels different. It suggests he backs himself completely. That said, there is another side to the argument. A 2-year deal creates pressure immediately. If results dip, questions about long-term commitment could surface very quickly. And let's be honest, succeeding at Bournemouth and succeeding at Liverpool are 2 completely different challenges. As Steven Gerrard recently pointed out, Liverpool is one of the biggest jobs in football and the expectations are relentless. So, what do you make of Iraolaa's contract demand? Is asking for a shorter deal a sign of confidence and ambition, or does it create unnecessary uncertainty before he's even taken charge at Anfield? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Anfield Central, and turn on notifications for all the latest Liverpool news.
Is this Andoni Iraola's first Liverpool signing? The transfer that makes too much sense. Liverpool may not have officially announced Andoni Iraolaa yet, but his fingerprints could already be appearing on the transfer market. A defender he's worked with before, a player perfectly suited to his style, and now reports claim Liverpool have already begun talks. Coincidence? or the first signing of a brand new era at Anfield? The backstory. Ever since Arne Slot's departure, Liverpool's focus has shifted towards rebuilding the team around a completely different football philosophy. Under Slot, Liverpool often looked caught between identities. Some weeks they wanted control and possession. Other weeks they relied on intensity and transitions. The result was a team that showed flashes of quality but rarely looked fully committed to one clear approach. Iraolaa is the complete opposite. Whether at Rayo Vallecano or Bournemouth, his teams always play with the same principles: aggressive pressing, relentless energy, quick transitions, and constant forward momentum. And that's important because when a manager arrives with such a clear identity, recruitment suddenly becomes much more specific. The challenge facing Liverpool. Here's the challenge facing Liverpool. Iraola's football places huge demands on his centre-backs. There aren't just defenders, they're launch pads for attacks. His system requires centre-backs who can win duels, defend large spaces, step into midfield, and most importantly, break opposition lines with progressive passing. Now add another complication. Ibrahima Konate is reportedly heading towards the exit door. Suddenly, Liverpool aren't just looking for depth, they're potentially searching for a defensive leader capable of transforming how the team plays. And that's where Ilya Zabani enters the picture. The facts. According to reports from Dave OCKP, Liverpool have been offered the chance to sign Ilya Zabani, with exploratory discussions reportedly taking place. The Ukrainian defender should be a familiar name to Iraolaa. The pair worked together at Bournemouth, where Zabani developed into one of the Premier League's standout young centre-backs. Alongside players like Dean Huijsen and Marcos Senesi, he became a crucial part of a Bournemouth side known for progressing the ball quickly from deep areas. What's also interesting is the Richard Hughes connection. Liverpool's sporting director was instrumental in bringing Zabani to England in the first place. So if Iraolaa likes the player and Hughes trusts the player, Liverpool suddenly have two powerful voices pushing in the same direction. The honest take: from Liverpool's perspective, this is exactly the type of signing that makes sense. Not because Zabani is a superstar name, not because he'll sell shirts, but because he already understands the demands of Iraola's system. Too often, clubs appoint a manager and then spend years signing players who don't really fit. Liverpool have an opportunity to avoid that mistake from day one. The concern, of course, is whether one defender is enough. If Konate leaves, Liverpool may need 2 or even 3 centre-backs this summer to fully support Iraola's vision. But if you're looking for the first building block of this new project, Zabani feels like a very logical place to start. So, Liverpool fans, what do you think? Should the club move for Ilya Zabani if the opportunity is there? And more importantly, could this be the first real sign of what Andoni Iraola's Liverpool is going to look like? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.
Liverpool receive major boost as Yan Diomande approves Anfield move ahead of Andoni Iraolaa arrival. Liverpool's summer rebuild is gathering momentum, and the club may have just received a huge boost in their search for Mohamed Salah's successor. With Andoni Iraolaa expected to be appointed as Liverpool's new manager this week, attention is already turning toward the transfer market. The Spaniard is set to inherit a squad undergoing major change, with several key figures departing and significant reinforcements required. Mohamed Salah, Andy Robertson and Ibrahima Konate have all moved on, leaving Liverpool with major gaps to fill both on and off the pitch. Their departures have accelerated plans for a significant overhaul ahead of the new season. One piece of business is already complete. French defender Jeremy Jacquet will arrive on Merseyside this summer after Liverpool previously agreed a £60 million deal with Rennes. Meanwhile, Milos Kerkez and Kostas Tsimikas remain the club's primary options at left-back. However, Liverpool's biggest challenge may be in attack. The Reds are facing a short also remain over Liverpool's ability to consistently rely on Alexander Isak's fitness throughout a demanding campaign. As a result, strengthening the attack has become one of the club's highest priorities. According to French journalist Santi Aouna, Liverpool have now received encouraging news in their pursuit of RB Leipzig star Yan Diomande. Reports claim the highly rated winger has already given the green light to Anfield. The 19-year-old has also reportedly approved a potential switch to Paris Saint-Germain, meaning Liverpool still face strong competition for his signature. However, the fact that Diomande is open to joining the Reds is a significant step forward in the race. Diomande has emerged as Liverpool's leading candidate to replace Mohamed Salah following a sensational breakthrough season in Germany. The young winger established himself as one of Europe's most exciting talents and attracted interest from several elite clubs. His numbers underline exactly why Liverpool are so interested. Across 36 appearances for RB Leipzig last season, Diomande registered 13 goals and 10 assists, combining end product with explosive attacking ability. The next stage of the deal now depends on negotiations between clubs. Liverpool and PSG must convince Leipzig to sell, and reports suggest the Bundesliga side could demand as much as €120 million, which is around £104 million. If Liverpool decide to push forward, it could become one of the biggest transfers of the summer and one of the defining signings of the Iraolaa era before it has even begun. Liverpool fans, would Yan Diomande be the perfect replacement for Mohamed Salah? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Cesc Fabregas wants Federico Chiesa as Liverpool face major summer decision. Federico Chiesa's Liverpool future is once again under the spotlight, with reports suggesting Cesc Fabregas wants to bring the Italian winger to Como this summer. Liverpool are preparing for another major rebuild ahead of the 2026-27 season. Despite spending heavily on new signings over the past year, results failed to meet expectations, and the club now faces important decisions both in the transfer market and within the current squad. Several arrivals are expected, but departures could be just as significant. One player whose future remains uncertain is Federico Chiesa. When Liverpool signed Chiesa from Juventus for around £10 million, many believed they had secured one of the bargains of the decade. Although injury concerns followed him from Italy, there was widespread optimism that he could rediscover his best form at Anfield. Unfortunately, things have not worked out as many expected. Limited opportunities and inconsistent involvement under Arne Slot prevented the Italian international from establishing himself as a regular starter. Now, fresh reports from Italy claim Como have shown genuine interest in signing Chiesa. The ambitious Serie A club, managed by former Arsenal and Barcelona midfielder Cesc Fabregas, are reportedly looking to add more Italian talent to their squad and view Chiesa as a key target. The interest is understandable. Even during a difficult spell at Liverpool, Chiesa has shown glimpses of the quality that once made him one of Europe's most exciting attacking players. One of his biggest strengths remains his versatility. He is capable of operating across all three attacking positions, offering valuable flexibility that many managers appreciate. That versatility could become even more important following Mohamed Salah's departure. Liverpool are expected to enter the market for new attacking players, but replacing Salah's influence will not be easy. As a result, Liverpool's next manager may face a significant decision regarding Chiesa. Does the club cash in and allow him to return to Italy, or do they give him a fresh opportunity under a new coaching staff? There is also a growing feeling that the winger has never truly been given a sustained run of games to prove himself. With a new era beginning at Anfield, some supporters may believe he deserves a final chance. For now, everything remains open. Until Liverpool officially appoint their next manager and finalise their transfer plans, Chiesa's future remains one of the biggest unanswered questions of the summer. Liverpool fans, what would you do? Should the Reds sell Federico Chiesa to Como, or should he be given another chance to prove himself at Anfield? Let us know in the comments below.
Liverpool monitoring Matheus Fernandes as Andoni Iraolaa eyes first summer signing. Liverpool's transfer plans under incoming manager Andoni Iraolaa may already be taking shape, with reports linking the Reds to highly rated West Ham midfielder Matheus Fernandes. The 21-year-old has emerged as a player of interest following West Ham's relegation to the Championship. Liverpool are believed to be monitoring the situation closely as they prepare for what could be a major summer rebuild.
The timing of the report is particularly interesting, with Andoni Iraolaa expected to take charge at Anfield following Arne Slot's departure. Liverpool's recruitment strategy is likely to focus on players who fit the Spaniards' demanding style of football. Fernandes certainly appears to match that profile. Known for his energy, mobility and technical quality, the Portuguese midfielder is comfortable carrying the ball through midfield, pressing aggressively and operating in high-tempo transitions. Those are all qualities that have become trademarks of Iraola's teams. Because of that, Fernandes is already being discussed as a player who could potentially become one of the first signings of the new era at Liverpool. At just 21 years old, he also represents the type of long-term investment Liverpool have often preferred. Rather than signing an established veteran, the club could be targeting a player with significant room for development and future growth. However, completing a deal will not be straightforward. According to reports, West Ham value Fernandes at around £80 million despite their relegation. While the London club may be willing to listen to offers as they look to reshape their finances, they're not expected to let one of their brightest young talents leave cheaply. Liverpool also face competition for Manchester United. Despite reportedly agreeing a deal with Atalanta midfielder Ederson, United are still looking to strengthen their midfield options and view Fernandes as another player capable of improving their squad both now and in the future. That means Liverpool could face pressure to move quickly if Iraolaa identifies Fernandes as a priority target. From a footballing perspective, the move makes sense. Fernandes possesses the athleticism, technical ability and tactical flexibility that would suit the aggressive pressing system Iraolaa is known for. The biggest question remains the price tag. While few doubt the youngster's potential, an £80 million fee would represent a significant investment for a player who is still developing, especially when Liverpool have several other positions that also require strengthening. Liverpool fans, what do you think? Would Matheus Fernandes be the perfect first signing for Andoni Iraolaa, or is £80 million simply too much? Let us know in the comments below. Liverpool eye next Cristiano Ronaldo as search for Mo Salah's successor intensifies. Liverpool's search for Mo Salah's successor could be taking a fascinating turn, with reports linking the Reds to a young attacker already being compared to Cristiano Ronaldo. Replacing Salah was always going to be one of Liverpool's biggest priorities this summer. His goals, assists and match-winning performances defined an era at Anfield, and filling that gap is one of the toughest tasks facing the club. But Liverpool's problems out wide go beyond just replacing one player. Even before Salah's departure, the squad lacked natural width and attacking depth, making the attack look predictable at times during the season. That is why strengthening the forward line has become a major focus. Liverpool are expected to bring in at least one or two attackers capable of adding pace, creativity and a genuine goal threat. While high-profile names such as Yan Diamonde and Bradley Barcola have been linked with the club, their huge transfer fees could make those deals difficult to complete. As a result, Liverpool may once again look for a younger, less expensive talent with the potential to become a future star. According to French journalist Sébastien Denis, one player attracting serious interest is Matheus Fernandes Pardo. Reports claim Liverpool are very interested in the 21-year-old attacker ahead of the summer transfer window. Fernandes Pardo can play both as a winger and a centre-forward, offering the versatility Liverpool are believed to be looking for as they reshape their attack. The most eye-catching part of the story is the comparison to Cristiano Ronaldo. The youngster has been praised for his athleticism, direct running and ability to beat defenders, qualities that have drawn comparisons to the Portuguese legend. Of course, he is still developing and has plenty to prove, but at just 21 years old, he fits the profile of a player Liverpool could develop into a top-level star. Nothing is agreed at this stage, but if Liverpool's interest is genuine, this is certainly a transfer story worth watching closely in the weeks ahead. Liverpool fans, would you take a chance on Matheus Fernandes Pardo, or should the Reds spend big on a proven replacement for Salah? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Anfield Central and turn on notifications for all the latest Liverpool news.